play alongside Beishwan's Nidalee.
Yeah, I think side lane is a big thing for Ultra Prime, like you're talking about. Thunder Talk, it's set up. Wako, but he's going to make sure Xiaoxia thinks twice about getting anywhere near that turn as we have flashes galore in the mid lane. Junhao cuts down the angle, does not hit the Sonic Wave. Seitab 1 HP, does not get the slam to find the trade, and that is first blood to Ultra Prime and Sabres. Hold on, we may have some action for the Grubs late here. As Thunder Talk rotated off mid, they felt like these Grubs were a shoo-in. Now they're late to the party. Junhao gets the last one, so no monster slaying stacks, and maybe Xiaoxia's just looking to brawl here. Flash headbutt. Seitab's going to get stunned up. He still has no flash available. That's a 2-0 run. And they might set up for a Hoya dive, so the Dragon not coming across for TT, and they might lose their Gnar here. Oh my god. Junhao just flies in, uses the flash, does not mess around. There was nothing for Hoya to do but drop to the gray screen.
Don't even give him the option to react. It's going to cause the teleport from the Jace, which means now Wako gets to hit on this mid wave for free. This entire time, we've now matched 1xN into the Rise. There's absolutely no kill threat here. Junhao's going to finish his first item at 10 minutes with the Eclipse coming in for the Lee Sin. And Ultra Prime, I've got to say, I think we can call it here because this is their last game.
We do have that Dragon spawning, and Junhao is immediately on top of it because why not? I mean, Saber can keep this push going all day long into Hoya, and the mid lane can swing over after catching the waves with Wako. It's as easy. It's just an easy execution, and there's just zero in contest for Thunder Talk. They don't have any control. H1 off to the side, does throw down a spear. Seitab's actually a grab first turret into a 1v1 with Zhang, using that needlework. Who wins it with the two big first items coming across here? Seitab having to flash over the big wall. Zhang goes right back in with the full passive.
Placements. It'll be finally that Rift Herald going over to Thunder Talk, but honestly, a small bit of mistakes from both sides, mechanically speaking. Seitab ended up going down there, but Ultra Prime, I think, with these 4 Grubs, should have felt more. Looking at Hoya, he does not have Mega Gnar anywhere near being stacked. It's TT going to be dropping the Herald. We don't care about this Dragon, guys. We're not fighting. Start proactively sitting around this mid lane. Catch the next mid wave high. Walk up with the Herald, guys. They got the charge. It only took half HP. This was incredibly, like, not worth it. At least go towards the top side and pretend like we're going to be contesting for like just sieging onto one of these turrets. I think it's a huge mistake and a waste. I think maybe
really hated that graphic that we made for them.
If that's what motivating their play, then we got bigger issues here.
Yeah, and something that we haven't really talked about or been able to kind of mention, every time you have a Gwen on your team, the speed at which you're able to do Elder objectives is insane. The fact that she has max HP damage and it's uncapped versus monsters is insane. Hoya's TPing away from this, so we are never contesting this as Thunder Talk. Beishwan, do not even bother. Look, it's the Voracious Otacon, right? You get the respawn. It's not going to be that game-breaking for them. Let's see if Ultra Prime in the next 2.5 minutes are actually able to utilize this.
But this just allows Ultra Prime to be even more aggressive, trying to defend their own jungle, knowing they have some of these revives. There's the Solar Flare down. Wako just brushes it off and goes back mid lane. One of those big engage tools for Thunder Talk is down.
In terms of LPL 80 carries.
Which is a stacked list already in this league. Glad you called it out. The guy that was getting split 1 MVP votes. We need to see him pop off, and we called for it as many Ash games as he played last time. We wanted to see him on one of those big carry champions he loves. This is that Ezreal. Beichuan starting to get some pretty good value out of this Nidalee poke. So finally we're seeing some of this poke-oriented comp for Thunder Talk bearing some fruit, but at the same time as that, Zhang knocks down the last.
Back here, there's no ultimate for Zhang, but no flash for 1xN and no cleanse. Can TT do this?
They're trying to get in there, but the Gwen just runs through this Dragon. It's already secured. Soul Point, Mountain Drake for Ultra Prime. Thunder Talk, when are you going to go in here? Hoya, he has the Mega Gnar, does not have the flash available to get over that wall, just had to burn it. And they're just letting Ultra Prime walk out through their bottom lane. Thunder Talk, you got to go. You got to find the spark at some point. But they're going to get out of their own jungle. And that TP sets up for Zhang to just start knocking down these side turrets. We were watching Thunder Talk.
Hey, we're starting up the Elder objective.
And you pointed it out, Gwen just shreds through these Elder
There's no
objectives.
Mega Gnar. Oh, no.
Yeah, and Hoya doesn't have Mega Gnar. The Baron, it's below 4k HP. Are they even going to get in? No. Junhao just picks up the Baron, and now it's Ultra Prime that are starting the fights behind their Titan of a Gwen. Forward goes Zhang. They're going to burn through Feather. First one to knock down. Into the mist goes the Gwen just to stay safe from all the poke. Beichuan's already below 25% HP, and Ultra Prime.
This Baron is going to help them open up the map so much, and I think the only reason that this gold lead hasn't ballooned completely is the fact that a lot of the members of TT are making sure to stay farmed up. It's, you know, Beishwan with a small advantage over Junhao. It's 1xN and Setab making sure that they're picking up their resources, getting their farm and experience so that...
On the same side of the river as this Mountain Soul Drake, and they're just giving it.
They are avoiding all of these objectives, trying to go for a top tier 1, top tier 2, and reinforcing Hoya. They're stealing camps, which is great and all, but you've now lost Mountain Soul as the poke composition. This is basically like giving an Ocean Soul to the opponents, because now they're able to block a portion of that upfront burst damage you want it to have. Beishwan cancels his back. It's a Realm Warp coming in.
And immediately has to flash. Just Beishwan not backing in a spot that he is allotted. Ultra Prime are consistently punishing TT for being lazy with some of their recalls and not respecting their opponent. Beishwan, he burns the flash and everything, still ends up going down. Hoya is up creek with no paddle at all, heading right for the whitewater that is Wenzhong and this Ultra Prime bottom lane. Hoya and Beishwan are picked off for virtually nothing but a couple of camps stolen.
Honestly, I'm kind of okay with this from Hoya. He's spending
so
so much time. Yeah, but it is wasting a lot of time here for Ultra Prime.
Flash is available for everyone that's named Beishwan, but well, we were focusing on the mid lane farm fest. The big purple worm is getting farmed for free
and there's
by
no Mega
Wenzhong's Baron. They don't have Mega again, and they don't have the Baron again. They're going to give it up for free, but here comes Ultra Prime. 4-man Realm Warp in. They want blood. They are tired of waiting for ThunderTalk to come into them. They're knocking their door down. Feather drops first. Wenzhong doesn't find any kills, but they're just going to create more control, more tempo over this game as the grip slowly tightens around TT's throat.
They've got a mid-wave here. It is only Feather who went down. Hoya can build up some more Mega Gnar. And there are some missing ultimates here from Ultra Prime. With 4 grubs, how much can Ultra Prime take from this base with the Baron buff?
ThunderTalk, you need to make your stand at some point. It is unbearable to watch the passiveness, but Hoya does not have that Gnar bar stacked up. Feather is still down, that mage engage tool. There isn't any way for ThunderTalk to really go in. All they're going to watch is their base crumble to the might of the purple banner and the grubs. Top and mid lane inhibitors are down. They're on to the Nexus turrets. Now Hoya goes in with the Gnar bar, tries to get a big ultimate, but gets completely brunted, shoved out of his own fight, and knocked down. Ultra Prime have the window to take a dominating game here, and they might not even drop a body. One single kill is going to go over to ThunderTalk, but it's Ultra Prime dominant. Etch this into the history books. 2-1 start for a UP, and they'll move to second in Group B.
It took them the entire